All right, my people, welcome back to the channel. So, day one of the competition has been completed, and there are mixed review, reaction where the Jamaicans are concerned in this first day of the Tokyo 2025 World Championships. And before we get into the details, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We have some breaking news for you before we get into the details of the semifinals, because we know persons are interested in what will take place in the semifinal. And I'm looking forward because the ladies were impressive in their march into the semifinals. Now, Megan Tappa, the 100 meters hurdler Megan Tappa, she has withdrawn from the event. She has withdrawn from the Tokyo World Championship game due to an injury. And that is the latest where the Jamaican camp is concerned. And the information that we are also getting that the alternate Shericka Hill, she is not in Tokyo. Of course, the J3 is indicated that alternates will be not be traveling with the team, but upon request, they will fly to Tokyo. But based on what is happening right now, I am certain that that will not happen. And we just hope that things can be planned in a more meaningful way going forward, and things will be more intentional, than just putting these things in place, putting alternate in place, and then they are unable to be with the team. When you look at other sports, when you have reserve, they travel with the team, they travel. And if you're talking about finances, put plans in place, plan ahead to ensure that these things are corrected. Seek sponsorship for alternate. And when you look at the alternate, there are only four alternate. Could we get some funding from private sector, from the government, to defray the cost where the alternates are concerned? I am not in liking with alternates not traveling with the team. But then again, that is it, and we definitely will move on. So the 100 meters for female got on the way, and we saw some performances from our athletes, and they were some very decent performances, and the fans are pleased. If we go through the heats, we saw where Melissa Jefferson looked very good in that first round. She looked relaxed. She looked pretty decent in her technical execution. Zoe Hobbs was second. Frey was third. Those were the qualifiers going into Heat 1. Heat 2, we saw where Tina Clayton, she also looked good, very good going into that round, defeating Dina Asher Smith and Swoboda in Heat 2. Heat 3, we saw where ShaCarri Richardson edged out Shericka Jackson. And I must comment on that start from Shericka Jackson. It was a phenomenal start. I've never seen Shericka started in such a long while that beautifully. The last time I saw that was at the London Diamond League when she ran that 4x1 lead off. Tori Lewis, she ran a national record 11.08 to finish third and made it through. Heat 4, we had Julian Alfred. She looks scary. Julian Alfred looks so scary and comfortable. She was ahead of Cora Ludic for the top three. Heat 5 saw Daryl Nita ahead of Tonisha Terry and Thelma Davis. Heat 6, we saw Italy's Dosso ahead of Amy Hunt and Kayla White. And in the final heat, we saw the two veteran Talou, Marie Jose Talou Smith, ahead of Shelly and Fraser Price and Alonso in from Dominic in Dominica Republic in that one. So these are the first round, and the safe thing to say is that all the ladies actually made it through into the semifinals. So now the semifinals are coming up, and I have the list here, people, for you that I'll be sharing so that you can see what will we be going up against in the semifinals. It's going to be very, very interesting, and I look forward, and I'm certain you look forward to that, because tomorrow is going to be the final, the afternoon session. Yes, day one is done, and we look forward to day two. So let's drag this on the screen here. We see in semi-final one. And for persons who don't know, only the first two in the semi-final. It doesn't matter the time you're on. Once you're in the top two, you will automatically qualify for the finals. And that's three semi-finals, so you know that will be six automatic qualifiers, and then the next two will be on time. This is going to be a very, very, very tough one. I look and see semifinal one as the one where Shericka Jackson is in. She faced ShaCarri Richardson again. This is the semifinal of death in my eyes. Yes, this is a semifinal of death. Uh the first one with we have uh Tak- Takas from Hungary, Kayla White from the United States. Kayla White look a shadow of herself from that what we saw in Eugene, and several fans have always been saying that this Eugene track can be very deceptive to some athletes. They where they produce very good times, but outside of that space, they aren't able to produce top time. But this was the first round, and she would have met her objective by advancing. And we then have Marie Jose Talou. She took the first round ahead of Shelly and Fraser Price. Marie Jose Talou has been running some 200s. She has been looking good the latter part of this season. She has been, getting there. But she will be in a tough semifinal. Trust me, this one is gonna be a very, very, very tough one. But with that being said, I do believe that Marie Jose Talou has what it takes to come out of this group. Daryl Nita, one that she pushed in her first round to ensure that she qualifies. She got the win, and she's in the middle of the pack. And I'm looking forward to see how she goes up against these top athletes. Shakira Richardson, she has not broken 11 seconds thus far this season. She did a personal best nonetheless, 11.03 to take it ahead of Shericka Jackson. She faced Shericka Jackson again. And when you look at the thick of things, Shakira might be playing possum. Shakira might not be able to, do what she wants to do. I think she struggles out of the block. And if these athletes can hold her off in the latter part of their race or maintain their speed, then certainly they will keep her out. But of course, Shakira is the defending champion, so she's gonna be, pushing all her buttons to ensure that she make it into the final. Shericka Jackson, on the other hand, after running 10.88 this season. We have not seen a lot of Shericka, but with that first round that she did, it looks amazing. It was amazing to see Shericka going out there and stepping, looking so good. Shericka pretty much shut down mid race. That drive phase was a little bit longer than usual. She got a very good start. If she can get that consistency with the start, then of course Shericka will be safely into the finals of this 100 meters. But she has to think about the fast closing Shakira Richardson, the fast closing Talou, and pretty decent Daryl Nita, in my opinion. Salome Cora from Switzerland will also be in this one, and Alonso of Dominica Republic. So this one is going to be a very, very tough semi-final. Remember, it's the top two that qualifies. So we move over to semi-final two. Semi-final two has Anthea Charlton from Bahamas. She has a personal best of 10.87, which she did in the NCAs. These NCAs athletes are feeling the pressure of what it is like to have such a lengthy season. Will she be able to, push all the strings that she needs to push to ensure that she actually make it into the final? Zoe Hobbs of New Zealand, she is one to watch as well, but is she a big threat? I would not say so. Julian Alfred, who looks immaculate, who is one of the pre-favorite uh pre-race favorite. She looks immaculate. She looks impressive in the first round. I think that she's gonna go for another impressive run. She might turn up the ante a little bit in this one, and I certainly believe that she will be safely in the final. Now, Shelly and Fraser Price, not the best. It is the latter part of her career. not the best of Shelly and Fraser Price, but I do see this semifinal as one that Shelly and Fraser Price can matriculate from. I certainly believe in what she can do. She has a season best of 1091, and if she can get even close to that or surpass that, then she will definitely be into the final. Shelly and Fraser Price is full of experience. I know the emotions is, probably on her mind, but she said that she is locked in and she's not thinking about the emotions of, competing her final run. This is actually going to be her final semi-final run at a major championship in her career, and she certainly want to make it the last one in style by reaching to the final. And I certainly believe that she can reach the final. I had her to reach to the final, and this semi-final draw will definitely pull her there. Twanisha Terry has not looked her best since she run that um 1085. She went to the what you call it, the knockout, and she wasn't able to produce a pretty decent run, but nonetheless she made it into the semifinal. And once your foot is in the semifinal, she did 11:06, and she actually did 11:3 in knockout, so she has improved since then, and we look forward to see her putting in a good performance. Amy Hunt, the Great Brit hopeful, she has been having a good season, I believe, especially on that 4x1 in that 200 meters. Also, the 100 meters, where she has a new personal best of 11.02, which she did this season. So Amy Hunt is one to watch. Eva Swoboda, the Polish athlete, as a personal best 1094, 1108 this season. She has a very good start, but I'm not certain if she's gonna be able to matriculate to the final. Geraldine Frey from Switzerland also. Let's see all these athletes. That's why I'm saying this semifinal is one that I think Shelly and Fraser Price is able to matriculate to. In the final one, we have Gina Lukenkemper from Germany, good athlete, Thelma Davis from Liberia, Dina Asher Smith, the Great Brit, Tina Clayton, Melissa Jefferson. This one could also be seen as another semifinal of death. Wow, 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 wow. So because of the quality ladies that you have, these ladies are going to have to put in a very good shift if they want to make it to the final. We could have the best third place from this round and eat one, which is another semifinal of that, right? So Tina Clayton, she looked very good in her semifinal. In her first round, she defeated Dina Asher Smith, and she cruised in that one. She has the fastest athlete in the world running against, and I'm interesting to see how they will match up in this one. Certainly interesting to see how they'll match up in this one. I am looking forward to this one, people. Yeah, man. Dosso, the Italian, looks good. Tori Lewis, I run a national record in the first round. So let's see if she can bounce off that happiness and joy and come back again and probably make another national record. Audrey Ludick from Canada, she's in this one. So my picks for the final, I'm looking at I'm looking at Shericka and mm, you know what? I'm not calling it. I'm not calling it. Tell me what you think, people. Tell me what you think will happen in this one. All right? Big up on yourself. Until next time, stay safe. Peace out.